to put touchdowns on the board via the rushing attack. And it's going to be the home team on the field first on offense, as this kick will sail through the Carolina Skyhawks wart mark. They're showing pressure. Again, Dunhill rolls to the left. Dunhill passes across his body. And this one is intercepted. Climbing the ladder and still going. And then a face mask on top of it.
This season, he's, top 8 in touchdowns, and his QBR is in the top 10.
To throw, passing, and the pass is intercepted. Another beautiful defensive play here for the Carolina Skyhawks as Keepy Curtis makes the play. 3rd down and 6. Reno passes middle. The pass is what an interception by Ryan. And that is a nice hands catch brought to you by Retroid already in the first quarter. Put a Retroid handheld in your hands and play the only video game with your player in it. SFL 4K23. How about that, Brett?
Early on, he's going to get his looks.
Hand off again. That's Harish Prasad breaking a tackle and getting about 5. 4 receiver set. Dunhill gives it to Quintero, and again, another good handoff. Last 3 runs that we've seen from Carolina, Brett, the offensive line has done their work.
Yeah, and it's been completely different from their last drive where it felt like Quintero was having absolute struggles getting even to the line of scrimmage. Make sure he can recognize the play set and get to the running back.
Dunhill the throw, gets pressure, and the pass is incomplete. The pressure got to Marcus Dunhill.
Gets 26.5 sacks amongst that line. That's a scary set of linemen.
Brown kicks it right between the uprights. It's 3-0. Minnesota offense that scores 23 points a game. As Reno will drop back to throw. The pass is caught, and Deezer Powell probably stole it from his teammate.
2nd down situation. This is a easy run play.
Yes, Colin Hard gets about 2. Well, actually, they will give him forward progress, and
I think they're going to let that slide.
Yep. Reno to throw. Reno pump fakes and now goes down. And bumped out of field goal range as Reno will throw again. The pass middle. What a catch and what a throw as Taylor gets 17 in a 1st down. 4 receivers again. Reno to throw. Reno goes deep, and the pass should have been intercepted. It is incomplete as Ryan as well as Ibari both had a chance.
No, that was just way overthrown.
35-yard field goal attempt. Belillo trying to break the deadlock here, break the scoreless.
And just didn't have a thought of getting that football.
Dunhill to throw. Dunhill goes middle, the pass. Now Chris Curtis makes the tackle. Makes the catch. 2 hands on the ball. We'll show again a heavy set with 2 tight ends. Handoff goes to Quintero. He has to bubble to the left and unable to get any yardage as Alvarado makes the stop.
You said Malone Brown with a 49-yarder. That's not a guaranteed field goal as well, because this is coming from the left hash mark. He's got to worry about the win.
Melillo kicks it, and this one is perfect, right between the uprights. We'll show again 3 wide receivers. And they will throw. Reno, clean pocket, throws deep. The pass is caught, and then
no.
Minnesota has it. Tristan Hadley providing the hit. The clock keeps ticking. Minnesota doesn't call a timeout. 8 seconds left. Reno to throw. Reno goes middle. The pass is caught. Powell. And they will call a timeout with 3 seconds. So they give themselves a chance.
Prime opportunity to tie this game into the locker room. And you got to think, Minnesota counting their blessings. Those, decision making, he's got to find something better than that.
Reno with time throws deep. The pass caught. Climbing the ladder. What a catch. Maybe he's still lingering with that injury he suffered. As Reno will throw all day. Passes deep. The pass is caught. Right just behind everybody.
Basically 2 positions at once.
Another throw, another deep pass, and this one is caught.
Yeah, and again, Danny Stinson, I look at him as easily a top 5 defensive player of the season nominee.
This throw goes to Deezer Powell, receiver set. Reno to throw. Reno clean pocket, throws deep, another catch, and Deezer Powell has the ball inside the 5.
Now, we've seen this a few times, Ramos. Carolina does a great job with goal line stands. Can they do this 2 more times?
High formation, handoff, and in for a touchdown.
No.
Rule just in. Isaac Knox. Quiet in tonight's ball game. Dunhill to throw. Dunhill avoids the pressure, throws deep, and the pass is caught somehow. Somehow caught by Adam Banks. Adam Banks, the leader in yards here receiving for Carolina. And there's another great catch. Chase Earl, first catch of the game.
In the form of, seeing guys like Max Knight get 7 TFLs is scary.
Dunhill with a pump fake, and he goes down on the sack. And that's, again, exactly what Carolina cannot afford. 3rd and long has been brutal to them.
Man, it took him to the 4th quarter, but Minnesota finally gets a sack, and not in like a slow way. It just halted to a grinding stop.
Oh my God! And this one is wide right by Malone Brown.
To help blocking for both Hart and Knox.
Tight end Sand running right up the middle with Hart. Gets 3 on the play. First down, Minnesota.
It's been 8 of 11 on 3rd down, so anything seems to be working for them.
And they will throw hard, throws deep, and the pass is caught. And I meant Reno throws. The pass is caught by Deezer Powell.
Bunch, though, so I could see this being a pass.
It is going to be a throw. Reno to throw. Reno pump fakes all day. Throws deep. The pass is caught. Again. Taylor again, as Tristan Hadley got lost in coverage. Jay Taylor with another touchdown early in the year. I mean, those are some quality wins. And even in their losses, they were pretty tight. So that is the season for Carolina. Minnesota, though, goes through to the quarterfinals after they defeat the Carolina Skyhawks 27-6. And as we see the last replay and the final whistle, Brett, I want to hear your player of the game. And kind of also want to ask you, what's, other than the Vancouver game, your most anticipated matchup for next week?
Well, like I said, I'm looking at that Minnesota-Baltimore game, and you know what? I think, Albuquerque, Mexico City, like that's expected to tear down the house. But I think leaving that Fort Worth, Washington game as the final game of the quarterfinals, I think that's going to be, a great idea